What's up, guys? What's up? I'm back with Sherlock Holmes. I'm gonna beat this game today. And then I'm either gonna go do Dying Light or there's another game I was thinking of doing, which was Black Ops 6. I was gonna play the beta, but I don't know. It looks like they already butchered zombies, so there goes fucking zombies being good. I forgot to get the little robot guy out. I'm gonna name him Fred. Fred Jones, the robot man. Alright, Fred's back up. He'll read chat, so I don't have to. Thank you, Fred. Hello there.
Is this familiar to you?
Doesn't remind
Fuck
me
no.
of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
I like when they don't use English. Yeah.
Got a spot in mind?
New Orleans port, and quickly.
Yes, we have to meet the floozy. We must get answers from her.
Innocents slaughtered, a woman lynched, a boy forever traumatized. I fear we've crossed the Rubicon, Holmes. Davy is resilient, much like Eula. They will overcome this. You're right, but I worry this portends far worse for us. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
A big mess, but also I'm glad you're not talking about pie all the time anymore. That was really fucking annoying when all you would say is, I'm hungry for some pie. I want pie, Mr. Holmes. Like, shut the fuck up about your pie addiction. I'm glad you're actually giving insight on the case now, though.
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face.
Alright, that's not the slut I'm supposed to talk to. Where's the slut? Ah, there you are.
Johnny boy. So how was it with Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
Only the
How
worst
bad?
tidings.
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson. Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
Well, there was a witness to some gruesome. This
that
one?
ain't making no.
Well, yeah, of course that wouldn't make sense to you. Blah blah blah. This.
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
That's not very nice. But what about the photo of Mr. Arneson with the young?
This photo of
Yes.
you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested.
Letter,
with the
photo,
client
and then
is
what
part of
would
the
be
job,
next?
Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
This is what OnlyFans was before OnlyFans, but they actually had to put in some work. The Arneson stored in. Oh.
Arneson definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart." It is for you. Arneson was going to propose marriage. Facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol! What have you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, what do you know?
Get yourself together, whore.
Been the sheriff?
I don't know, John. This town has darkness in it. Errol and me, we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had grown suspicious of Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
Watson does look like he's been doing massive amounts of heroin. He looks fucked up. I kind of feel bad for him a little bit. Sorry for your addiction, Watson, but we have business to do. All right. A bottle of expensive Grand Fine Champagne Brut. Can I talk to this about with the woman too? Tell me about this bottle
Who
of
on earth would
expensive.
harm Errol?
I don't know. What about it? Do you know anything about it, hussy?
You look tired. Lucky we have ways to lift your spirits.
We're not looking for pussy right
Are
now,
you able
woman.
to help me?
That's not something I know, sir. Someone else might know more.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I did.
I wonder where I have to go to get to the bayou. Who's gonna take me out to the goddamn bayou? I can't do any more of these. We finally got all this shit done last time. Maybe the fisherman's quarter? They might be down to take me to the bayou. Reach your goal, follow this death method, and then pass through a fly. Oh, that's what the fucking... That's what this means. To reach your goal, follow death's messengers, which is the lilies, and pass through fire without fear. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows. Avoid any crossing that appear. Avoid any crosses that appear. Not as far to follow him into the bayou, although Lucy tried to talk sense in him. Artisan persisted. Lucy warned him about the local legend of the path that swallows and imprisons people. She said that the death messengers are what local calls white lilies. Okay. So, the fuck am I supposed to go? Do I just have to go to another man on a horse? Hello, dog. That's not. This is what they sound like sometimes.
Are you able to help me?
No, first I've heard of it.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Fucking bullshit. Fuck all you. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah. Fuck you. That's what you get, bitch. You're all ruining my investigation. God. Hey you. Hey you. Fuck you, bitch. Ruining my investigation. I want to see my clothes. Do I have any more clothes? I got some drip though, not gonna lie. Your new facial hair though, all this kind of sucks. Watson's gonna stay dressed as fucking Frank Barnaby's. Damp in all the wrong places, meaning he probably pissed himself a little. Maybe someone over here can take me to the bayou, but I don't know.
Could you help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Maybe the woman can help me. I wasn't listening to see if anybody could take me to the bayou. Maybe I should have been listening a little bit better. Maybe this woman can.
Hello again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't mention it, Cher. Champagne ain't one for trickery. Now, if you need more help...
As it happens, we need to take a short trip through the bayou into the nearby swamp. Of course, you'd receive fair compensation.
It's almost dusk, and only fools go into that swamp at night. Shh, come back tomorrow. Champagne will take you down.
That will not do. We must go now. It is of grave importance.
I won't take you. But if you're crazy enough to go, I'll sell you the boat.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Will that be enough for a boat?
It's warm. The bottle's dirty. But we got a deal. I'll even lend you this rifle. If you're going into swamp, you'll need it.
One last favor.
Finally,
The
we're
boat that
getting
we
a
came on is
gun.
To leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message
Don't take
to the
me
crew
to his
folks?
school.
We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
They call the bayou the swamp.
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
I told you to stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these parts. No hiding from me here.
It's the
No
sheriff!
case goes cold on my watch!
Oh, hell yeah. This is where we shoot him in the fucking head. There's a fucking fly, and it
Settle
annoys
down,
me.
boys.
Oh,
Our friends are as good as gone.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
you know, if they did care about us not going at all and not fixing this problem, they would have shot us, because now we're gonna fix this shit. Get on the road, Watson! Mush, boy.
Do you believe the sheriff that we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson.
Look,
Whoa!
Holmes, fireflies.
Is that white lilies? Or are those not? Seems like we gotta go this way. Holmes, look! There's a fuck ton of blood on there. What do you make of this, Holmes? Alright, good. As perceptive as usual, Mr. Holmes. Can I change their outfits? They look stupid. Oh, I can't dapper them up. Sedge. That's the only thing I don't really like about this game, is that they don't stay dapper the entire time. Sometimes they wear their own clothes.
Not yet, but I've more than had it with these damn
I don't like when they have
mosquitoes.
free will. This is a fucking dead end. Let's go this way, I guess. I didn't mean to do a whole 360 to get over here. Oh, it's a house on the bayou. Shall we go investigate, Holmes? Can I change my clothing now?
The fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
Not what we're looking for, so we can't even check it out. Aww. Holmes makes this investigation really boring. Go this way. Are we back by the blood? Yeah. Alright. Is this where I came down, though?
How did this shipwreck get here?
Let us just ensure we do not end up the same way.
Yeah, Watson, stop being such a pussy. You're really pissing me off right now. I think Holmes should fucking hit Watson every time he's just whining or bellowing. Oh, you want to cry, Watson? You want to cry? Smack. How does it feel? Cry about that. Treat him like a child. A naughty child. No! Holmes isn't really giving me any direction and where to go on. He's not really saying nothing. He's making this investigation 20 times harder than it has to be. It's fucking dark out. I can't see shit. I'm rowing this goddamn boat. Holmes hasn't said anything in the past 5 minutes. It's not like he even cares about what's happening over there on that bloody rock. Well, this looks promising.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson.
University of London Boat Club. Silver medalist, sailing 74.
Wow, good for you, Mr. Silver Medalist. Why don't you brag about it some more? God. Some of us can't get silver medals. I guess the town would be kind of worth the look at, but in a second. So this is where the broken down house is. There was a town right fucking next to it, which I guess I didn't notice somehow. I probably went around this way, which makes sense. But literally, if I just went a little forward, I would have found this shit. Is there any way I can get on? It doesn't really look like it. It looks like I can't really get up there. Maybe through here, though. No. Okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna get stuck. Oh shit, I'm definitely gonna get stuck. Come on, Watson. Row yourself out of this mess. Good job, buddy. Seems like this could be promising unless this is where I came up, but I think I came up on that side. Ah!
Holmes. Whatever or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
Well, you're the one with the fucking gun, my guy. So why don't you get ready to blast some shit? There was an X on that tree. Let's keep going up. Well, this looks homely.
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
How redonkulous, my guy. How redonkulous. But at least that means we're going towards the right way. Let's go the way of the fire.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Did you hear
Bang,
that,
bang, bang,
Holmes?
bang, bang.
What do you see?
I saw something
Nothing more.
walk. Holmes, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. This isn't looking good for us. I think we're cooked. Ah!
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
Cthulhu, Rise, some ding dong. Seems like following the torches has taken me the right way, so I'll head the way towards the fire. Hasn't steered me wrong yet. Then again, I could be going in a circle and not even know it. But they keep saying new
the
stuff.
stench of death. All too familiar now. Weeks of death. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
I don't even know why we can go up there. Drums are getting louder though, so that's a good sign.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupid.
Holy, what do you mean careful of the gators? Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Close upon you.
Holmes, shoot the motherfuckers! Okay, either that was supposed to happen or that wasn't supposed to happen. There's no in between.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely
Was not
to
supposed to
sink in
happen.
there than on our boat. Let's go. Shall we investigate the area?
Investigate what area? The area that we can't even investigate? We can't leave past this shit. I guess we could always go around the gators, but that's not more fun than going through them and shooting them. Whatever. How'd take out gun? Can't change clothes. Lame as fuck.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls.
I want to do it.
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
He did let me do it. Okay, thank you.
Vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
We probably shouldn't have been desecrating their corpse. That goes under some type of law, but that's okay. We're Sherlock goddamn Holmes, baby. We know no laws. See you later, nerds. Out on the bayou. There's a lot of dead crows, but that's part of the pan flip. Part of the pan flip is dead crows. Also, it says, don't go near no crosses.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness. This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies too, Watson. This is pretty scary. But I just found a clue. More blood. And food.
Ashmat dragged Arneson here.
Watson, bones. Scary. Watson, people. Scary. Is there anyone in these cages? No.
Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it, focus on our task, so we may soon leave all this behind.
Is that food?
Days
Looks
old
like
and
rot. Yeah, rotten. I was about to say the same thing, Holmes. We're just alike.
Damp and moldy
Both
hay.
equally as
The
smart.
prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
This looks like it wasn't used for
The
cutting
blood is
lumber.
dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. A heavy weight scored impressions in the wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified. Thankfully, it's not Arneson.
Doesn't make it any better. There's a random dude.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson. Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell. The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body. Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Wonder what it was used for then.
Bowls filled with blood.
I gotta drink some, make sure it's the dude's blood. Delicious.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood.
Alright, I guess we can start piecing shit together. That's not the first one. Oh! Clue.
A fiery gathering of passions and deception.
Crazy. Absolutely bungers. I don't think he got out himself. I think that one's true. Alright, this is 3 and that's 4, so let's try to see what we can find. No. Maybe. I'd guess this one. Alright, so clearly there's something else we're supposed to find over here. What are we missing? We're missing this.
The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread. The prisoner's clothes tossed aside. Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the
Makes
altar,
sense.
Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
Oh, we can change clothes. Yay. You're gonna wear this one. You're gonna look silly while I look good. Hey, why do we have a picture of him? Arneson was held captive in detention, and intervals had been an object inside it must be covered in blood. Well, no diddy. No diddy. Now, where is that object, and how do I find it? Bloody robes and an axe near the entrance. The cage where he used to meet for Rye's workshop. The stone alcove has a story to tell. There's something on the pedestal with some sort of mechanism. The surrounding surface is covered with blood, but the slot is clean and dry. The ground beneath bears evidence of multiple people whose tracks seem to continue beyond the stone slab. The big stone slab appears to be movable, but how do we move it? The altar can provide some information. There's a partial handprint with 4 missing fingers. There is a negative blood trace of a person. There are bowls filled with blood. There's a worn knife on the altar. On the cries, there's a tracks, but that was not even really important. This place is where Asshat took Mr. Arson. And it could be this online. Well, yeah, we already did that. Alright, so... do I have to find out where the thing for the indentation is? Because that is... I already looked around this whole place. I don't really know if we can get going anywhere else. That's the problem.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
I should be glad we're out of the water, but I'm not.
Well, at least you're not complaining about pie. I hate when you complain about pie. That's all you fucking do. Pie this, pie that. Pie in your mouth, brother. Pie in your fucking mouth.
Footprints left by a crowd of shackled prisoners.
He really doesn't like water. Oh god, now we're all the way back here. My question is just where the hell is his mechanism? Oh, look, it's a little Cthulhu statue. That's pretty cool. Good to see my boy up there. That's just a rock with that lame ass shit.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
Okay. I guess all I can really do is go back to the boat, and either it's not going to let me go back to the boat, or it will let me go back to the boat. No in between the boat. Alright, moment of truth. Can we get back on the boat? God damn it, I did not mean to fall. Now I have to run all the way back. Okay. Let's do this again. Come on, Watson. Strike and field time. Forgot to switch the chat to multi-stream. There we go. Alright, that's all I needed to do. Now I'm good. Fred's gonna be reading all the chat, so I don't have to. Thank you, Fred. Alright. This time, it should work.
We've only just arrived. Our top priority is finding Arneson, so we best look around.
Alright. So yeah, we can't leave. Meaning the mechanism is probably around here somewhere. I just needed to make sure we couldn't leave. Look at that tree. It's not even on the ground. Cthulhu has some weird-ass powers, my guy. Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Where would the mechanism be? Only God knows, and I don't. Could it be right
Heavy.
fucking here?
Covered in blood.
It could. I did it, Watson. I figured out the puzzle. It was right behind a fucking
Something's
bush.
wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Yeah, fuck you. It's like that friend that doesn't wait when you're trying to tie your shoes. That's who Holmes is. A dick. You know they're a real one when they wait. Well, okay.
Woe betide those who take it.
I want it.
Walk away. Let the unknown be.
Suck my dick. Come here, Necronomicon. You're mine.
That's human skin. And still warm. What's happening?
You just grabbed the book of infinite knowledge, my friend.
Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Alright, back in Cthulhu's home. Where am I? God only knows. Don't want to fall down yet. We don't know where we need to go. We know that door looks promising, but this door looks promising too, even though it's darker. Alright. Oh, okay. Apparently glowy rocks is not a good enough substantial place to stand on. Fuck me, I guess. Don't actually. I feel like Batman when I'm in this fucking cool ass shit. Maybe now I can step on it. I actually don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I do know. Can I stand on it? No, you still can't stand on it. It's not good enough yet. What if I jump off of here? Now there's no glowy rocks in this world. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Okay, where do they go? Stick close to it, wraps around, goes around all the way over there. Where the fuck is that shit? Let's look up from up here. Alright. So it wraps around on that rock. And then goes... So it wraps around. Stay close to the rock. Stay close to the crate. Then take a right. Take a left. Take a left. Alright, I think I can remember that pretty easily. I have a photographic memory. That's a lie. But you didn't know that. You just believed me for a second. You thought I did have a photographic memory, and that's what makes you stupider than I am. Doo-doo-doo. The fuck? I know falling made me look stupid, but it didn't actually. It made me look really cool. 2 for 2? I swear to God I saw it wrap around this way and not that way, but if it wrapped around the other way, maybe... Motherfucker. God damn it. This game is hard. I can't see it with my special eye vision. Alright. Follow this. Motherfucker. Alright, let's go through the goddamn door again. I gotta get more of a fucking eyeball of this. Oh, god damn it. It doesn't even make sense because it's opposite. Which I guess does make sense. Fuck, I don't know. Why is this shit so confusing? Because see, now the hand's on this side, which means I would probably go wrap around the other side, to be honest. So it was like up here. Stop. And then you would wrap around. Alright, so it is this way. Wrap around. Now, I think it's a little further than this. Yep, wrap around. And then a left. Fuck. We were close. We were close. We were close. That was good, though. I think I can start running this shit. Run. Wrap around. Nice. Alright, take it slow. Take a right. Take a left. Go diagonal. Goddamn, I wish there was more of a tell because this is like the most confusing shit ever in any video game. I wish there was a jump button. I would jump all the way over there. I'd fucking just yeet it at the last part. Alright, let's go through here one more time. I just gotta see how it goes around it. So we're looking at the opposite of what we're seeing. We have to warp it in our own minds and see it in a different way. So, wrap around, straight, and then that's when I take a left, and then it's a right after you go past it. Go past it, take a left, take a right, and then take another left once you're past that one. So you can use them as indicators. As this, once you're past it by one stone, and you're kind of on the side of it, you can take a right. But I guess it's going to be a left. It's all very confusing, but it makes sense if you think about it a little too hard. Get those gears moving. Use your fucking head, as my father would say. So we go this way. Go over. Then once we're over once, we take a right. And then once we're over once again, we take a left. And then once we're over once again, we take a right. And then we're there. See how smart that is?
And now, axes? What on earth for?
To fucking kill you. What do you think, idiot? It's not Cthulhu's not a very friendly god. He's a very mean one. I don't even know what his fucking goal is. Other than to blow up and act like he don't know nobody. I'm drinking from a Cthulhu goblet. That's what it's called, a Cthulhu goblet. That's what's fucking cool about it. I didn't get it just for this game, but I got it because I thought it was fucking cool. I was like, oh, look at that. I like Cthulhu. That's made for me, so I got it. It's mine now. Get past us all. I guess I could try running off the edge. Am I supposed to do something right here? Because I can tell you, sure hell doesn't look like it. This rock is marked with one of the symbols that was on the thingy. Oh, what if I'm supposed to get killed by it? I'm a fucking genius. That's what I am. Because you just got... Motherfucker. Do I have to explain everything to you? Sherlock, you are probably the slowest motherfucker I've ever met. I think that one's next, yeah. Sunflower-looking person dancing is next. Whoop! Should be glowing now. I'm so fucking... I'm a genius. Nothing short of that. So an S, an I, and a squiggly line. And that's what we're trying to find. An S, an I, and a squiggly line. And look what we got. Fuck! Hello! Open the door now, bitch.
I hope that was all. I can't take anymore.
Thank you.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
Holmes, I'm coming. Holmes!
What are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
Yeah, stay there, stupid. That's what you get for touching the book of the Necronomicon.
I need to focus on Arneson.
I mean, it's kind of my fault because I made him touch it, but...
Please tell me there are no wheels inside Arneson. I should examine him before he has another seizure. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
He's definitely dead. I proclaim him dead. No fingers!
Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed.
Your lady friend's gonna hate that part. They love fingers. This hand.
Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute.
He means he's probably a little stressed. His toes don't look lickable, they look dirty. What else am I supposed to look at? Oh, his armpit?
Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured.
We should see if he's still ticklish. Give him a little tickle.
Like that is dangerous to us and him. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation.
Maybe we can drug him. Get him really high before we put him on the boat.
Decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Salvia divinorum provokes visual hallucinations.
Dude, they're just getting him super high. He's already high. That means he's dangerous.
Tell what it says.
I don't read gibberish, so I can't tell you. Holmes, you should be laying down. You're in no condition to be up right now. At least that's in English.
I wonder what this language is.
I don't know.
I can't decipher that text.
What, you can't read simple Japanese? It says, fuck the police. That's what it says. You're welcome, guys. I'm very knowledgeable.
Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
Oh, they're doing fucking magic mushrooms. Holy shit. They must feel really fucking connected with the world. Pharmacist's Handbook, How to Treat Without Killing. This book is a helpful assistant on your journey to becoming a competent pharmacist. Every drop, crumble, or grain of substance can bring a sick patient back to life, but may kill him if dispensed carelessly. It is crucial to know what can help and what can kill. Each chapter provides a brief description of every substance used in the pharmacy. Remember, be precise, be patient, learn from the mistakes of others.
Some kind of amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous.
And fun to do, sometimes.
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. The nightmares these poor souls had to endure.
They were just drug trips, not nightmares. Hi, Holmes.
I just need a second, John.
Oh my god, pussy. We're gonna go for tonguing. Cry about it some more. Maybe you'll feel better. Just kidding, you won't. An odorous and gluey brown substance. Type? May have been burnt. A strong, sharp, so I don't know. Consistent, it was... Jelly would probably be closest to gluey. Smell was... What do you say? It was strong, sharp smell of herbs. Pungent? Gluey substance, it may brown. Dark? There's a brown colored paste, yeah, here we go, used in rituals across the Amazon basin. Causes visual and auditory hallucinations. Created in South America, the decorations. Main ingredient is a local plant known as yage. Yage or Jaeger, like a Jaeger bomb. Oh. Holy shit, there's too much shit here. There's too much fucking shit here. We'll just keep doing stuff till it works. Who even knows? I think we might have to find more evidence. Oh, we're halfway there with it. Alright. So is there anything else we can search in archives? Did we not? Transparent. Oh, okay. We didn't search up the transparent. Vials with an unidentified liquid are among other toxic plants. It is odorless, watery, and transparent yellow. Alright, that fucking gives us everything. Transparent. It is odorless. And it is liquid. Snake venom. Snake venom typically looks like yellow water. It has no impurities or foam. A few drops of snake venom dilute or mixed in with other substances can be used as muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 80 pounds should be enough. Meaning we just got the last bit of evidence we needed. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada gonna give him some drugs.
This should help soothe Arneson.
Gonna give you drugs. You're welcome, friend.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Thanks, Jit. I'll see you around. I wanna get out of this cave. It's too scary for me. I'm a pussy. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Oh. Cutscene.
Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die, filled in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes? Are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes?
My buddy Holmes is going
Sherlock!
through a bunch of fucking trips.
What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
Who?
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
You could have at least asked him to stop resisting first. Hope your body cam was off. God damn, dude. Can't just go around shooting people
Bon
willy-nilly
Dieu.
no more.
Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Yeah, true. Or else he'd die.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No, tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries.
Good
both
for him.
Physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny, I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes around here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
Chapter 7! 2 chapters away from beating this game. And then maybe playing Black Ops today. We might do Black Ops 6, honestly. I want to, the reason why is I want to get some clips of me, going behind people and just saying some redonkulous shit as I take them hostage and bend them
Who's
over.
there?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Knowing that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true. The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies. Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity...
I like how Sherlock keeps calling his brother fat. He's taking digs at his weight, which is funny.
All right, so the choice is made. I beg your pardon? There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
He does look like he does a lot of heroin on these trips.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
He found love. Good for him.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Found his balls. This volume gathers facts, stories, and gossips about the members and successes of great British families. It is a somewhat chauvinistic account of Britain's finest. Must be a really short book, I'm going to tell you that now. Chris Flaw, Stephen Slate. Endrin's Barn says that the poem Stevens arrives at the Scottish author under he veered away from his family, not literally vacation period. I don't think we have a period. I don't know. Doesn't really make any fucking sense of what either period or title I should use. I guess maybe let's try this one. Nope. Alright, so this shit's wrong. This shit might be... This is probably the only thing that's fucking right. Is Scotland. Because he said he's Scottish. Louise Stevenson. He veered away from his family's non-literary vocation as suggested in one of his poems, but it sounds like what they did was exploration, but maybe it was maritime? And would you look at that? We got it quick. The book, Great British Families, briefly mentions the Stevenson's family famed for their lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson in lineage shares the same given name as the latest. The author, Robert Louis Stevenson, ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse erection. In 1810, the Stevensons had left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering, feats in the maritime industry. Whether the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevenson or his sons, Alan, David, and Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastline have the dynasty to thank for guiding them to prosperity and safety. Don't gotta do that no more. Who is the cult leader and what is their goal? How the fuck are we supposed to get that far? Gathering at Stevenson, the message mentions a place where the cult plans to gather, a lighthouse built by Stevenson's west of Lochbar, Scotland. So we gotta go to Scotland. Maybe we can use all this shit. No, none of that's right. Which makes sense. We probably have to go to Scotland first. Maybe I can talk to you about this.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Located on the remote island of the same name, Skerryvore Lighthouse. Skerryvore Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island of Tiree. Designed and built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson, the tower is a testament to the determination of the Empire's work and engineers to make life safer for seamen. Ha! The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon of safety atop dangerous rocks. Rubanan Gaw means stranger's point in Scottish Gaelic. Yeah, Gaelic. That's what they speak over there. This simple yet elegant brick tower of light, built in 1857 by David and Thomas Stevenson, is not even the only one the dynasty erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the way for ships roaming the Sound of the Mole. Cool. Designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson, the lighthouse lies at the western end of the Ardennamurchan Peninsula in Loch Harbour. It architecturally and decoratively depicts Egyptian influences, making it unique among Scottish lighthouses made of granite and bearing a strikingly black lantern. The tower soars to 118 feet above the rocks. Located on the outer Hebrides island of Barrowhead, the lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. The tower, designed by Robert Stevenson and built by James Smith of Inverness in 1833, is made of stone. It is deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing at 682 feet above sea level. Neat.
Doc!
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor.
I'm not leaving the Necronomicon with this fucker. He's gonna go crazy. I'm sorry. It's for your own good, my guy. You just found love. I'm not trying to fucking make you lose it all over again.
Here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The
Yeah,
Crown
bitch.
cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Well, I'm giving his brother some help. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled and his home is next to one of your client's house, Captain Steinwick. Report to me after you have visited. I'll be in the bookshop. Okay. So that's just an extra case to do. We might as well do it before we leave this place so we can get more suits and what's not. That is pretty dapper, not gonna lie. But he must wear this because he looks cool as fuck in that, and that's how I'm dressing him. He's my toy to play with. Do more. Archibald Roxbury plan. Archibald Roxbury is alive! And leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at something lighthouse. By implication, the sacrifice of all the abductees of diverse ethnicities. Now that's a rhyme and a half. So let's look at the map real quick. So here's Steinwick's manor, and then the dude's house is right next to it, which would mean probably over here, over here, over here. So really there's a good... Well, okay, let me look back at the evidence. He's working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled, and his home is next to one of your client's house, Captain Steinwick, which is this guy. So his lodging is nearby. We'll go do a case without Holmes first, and then we'll go to Holmes.
Get the strand, get the true
Shut
facts.
the fuck up! Pussy. I hate that kid.
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Well, how about you get off the streets, you homeless bum, and get a fucking job? So, there's that, loser. I wonder if any of these people know.
Could you help?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Could you help?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay, thank you for being a dick. I still can't talk to this guy. I've been wanting to talk to him since the beginning of this goddamn game. Well, shit. Could be this place. This could be his house, and this could be his gate that I need to get in through. Nope. Not a trace. Not a word. I like to eat custard. Is this his place? Is this his house? Does his wife wear a blouse? Up the ladder we go. Oh ho ho. Hawk's house. What? Where the fuck is the south? Where's south at? Said Hawk's house and then didn't explain where Hawk's house would be. Is this Hawk's house? This is Hawk's house. We can go through it.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Then knock. Be a normal fucking person. Oh shit. He's fucking right here. And he looks dead as fuck.
Royal Berkshire Regiment. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Guy.
Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
His wiener's small too. 5:45. Carriage with a hooded visitor arrived. 7:25. Carriage left. The visitor stayed inside. 9:10. Boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. 9:36. Boxes still being unloaded. 10:10. The last box was moved inside the embassy. 11:33. Arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. 12:44. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of
Capital M signed by someone else's hand. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction.
Oh, he lost a
The
smart
spyglass
man.
was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
There's a wasp nest.
nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself.
Alright, so I'll go report back to him. Yo, your friend's dead. He died from bees. Is he gonna be here? God damn it, move. What's up, Sherlock,
I'm sorry,
brother?
I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse,
He dead.
I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you
Anaphylaxis.
observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Looks like he got all the information he needed. Case completed. Alright, did we get any? We didn't get clothing. Motherfucker, we didn't get clothing from that. Bullshit. Hate it. I just wanted some fancy drip from doing his mission, and we got nothing. Nothing other than a slap in the face.
Another sinking
Shut
near
up!
Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
You goddamn little shit, shut up. Come over there and I'll slap your mouth. With my hand. I know
Holmes,
everything.
I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book.
Yeah, he
Holmes,
got crazy.
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession, as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. without an answer. What use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I. And thus, we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland.
End of the chapter, baby. Let's do it.
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Pretty sure there's actually one chapter after this, like a prologue, or not a prologue, but like an ending chapter or whatever. Just to wrap everything up.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls. These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more, then.
Barred and barricaded from the inside. The door won't budge. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century. Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. Where did the shirt come from?
Probably someone's body, dipshit.
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Oh.
Not just
yeah.
any body, it's Ashton.
He died recently.
The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted.
He's missing an eye.
Oh, his eyes are gouged out.
Okay, he's missing his eyes. There, Abby, Sherlock, fuck you.
A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
I thought he was about to say his dick fell off.
But he succumbed to all those wounds.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back.
Well, now where could that last clue? Oh! Come on. Come on. Oh, there it is.
This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
Okay, so we have no evidence of any of that shit right now. I'm guessing he lost the key, and that's what I'm just trying to look for right now. Widowy, the smartest guy of a...
This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. That's what we about find out.
An obsidian heart. Masterful work. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help. Sealed shut, and seemingly for a long time.
Do we gotta go cut him up and take his blood? That's really gross. What are those? Trying to think of the Cthulhu mythos and what the fuck kind of creatures those would be, but I can't remember. I cannot remember at all. Not even a little bit. Not my fault, though. I'd say it's more your fault. You're not fucking telling me what to do. Alright. Let's go drag his body in and drain him. We need your blood, asshat.
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask. The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Great Scott, Watson. We uncovered a well. This is where the grunge was. It all comes clicking together.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson. Hold the doors.
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use. Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
So we'll risk the stickies. How many more sticks are on the ground? Are these bones? These are probably bones. Bones, 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 bones.
Be ready for anything, Watson.
I want to go in. Oh, I can't go in. It's just a
It's all
fucking
right,
box
Watson.
with some gold
It's merely
and
a
a dagger.
chest with coins and a
Lame.
dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
Probably goes here.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
This again?
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Ignore his sweet calls.
Holmes! Holmes! Speak up! Holmes!
Please, John.
Holmes! Speak up!
Please, John.
Holmes!
Help me.
I'm coming!
Help. Please help.
Keep talking!
Watson.
Keep talking!
Watson.
This part's pretty easy. Told you it's pretty
Holmes.
fucking easy.
Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
I was edging, John. I was edging.
So distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well,
Little
Sherlock.
braces. Poor guy.
No, we are so close. We cannot.
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop, Rochester. We must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
Careful, Holmes.
Sir, are you all right? No response.
Huh. The builders for Tobar Motor know nothing that they ought to. And to teach them how to change oil, their one proficiency seems to be asking questions about the caves and where my son went missing. I said nothing at first when some sort of lord arrived and offered my money for a tour. I released and showed them around. The man claimed to be a collector of antiques, but what could he have sought? It was easy money. But I cannot help but feel as if I betrayed this place and my boy. Scary. Keys. Not so scary. Oh, that looks like it's gonna kill people, but maybe I can kill them with it.
The base appears to rotate.
Rotate?
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
What's up, guys?
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
We gotta
I
do
thought that I'd seen
something,
horrors during
John.
the war, but this is complete madness.
Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy.
Asshat, you must familiarize yourself with the process of charging the colored lenses, energizing them with beam entities. The entities themselves are not complicated to operate, but there can be no more mistakes as our day of reckoning draws near. One such error would be to keep that obsidian toy of yours near the lenses. They are strong in most circumstances, but vulnerable when energized, and we have only a limited supply. R.
This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
The flip. Well, now I know how to energize it, so let me energize it, Holmes. Or not Holmes, Watson. Stop being a pussy. If it kills him, it kills him. Plus, it'd be pretty cool if it did. We only had a gun for one instance and used it to shoot dead bodies down, and it's lame. And then... they're doing a chant, dude. That's scary. What the flip am I even supposed to do?
Don't mind my trembling hands.
Well, none of that was fucking right. Energize the lens, then strike it. Glade lenses can only be destroyed with obsidian. The dagger from the cave should suit perfectly. The one hitch is that the lenses must first be made vulnerable by charging them. Energizing them with beam emitters.
It's not fear, it's adrenaline.
Can I shoot them? I want to kill them. Hey, get ready for this, guys. Here's some crazy shit.
That's it! You did it! The lens broke!
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure...
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
Check her pulse, can you, Watson?
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits.
At least this awful mask is breathable. Her chest is moving fast. She's hyperventilating.
Don't actually know if we need to use that no more. Can I leave?
Stop there, shipmates! A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain. Sherlock, get down!
Watson, you killed him!
I didn't have a choice.
I did. I just wanted to do
what's
it.
done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summer's death will be but one of many. The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago. Forgive me, Summers.
They made sure no one could enter through the main door. Hold on. We need a plan.
All the Nazi deeds I have done for coin, this is without question the worst. Oh, so yeah, he probably would have been able to talk down. Oops! The strange dreams become more frequent, but I try not to dwell on them. And yet life here is tedious, so I cannot stop my mind from returning to the visions. I cannot stare at the sky, I am loath to look at the sea, or Ashmat's face, or my own hands. Rochester says that soon everything will disappear, be eaten by the old one. It would be a better world, even if I were not to see it around. I ain't reading all that. I don't feel like it.
I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern. Pay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged.
Ugh. A collection of notes. Ashmat left himself over the course of the past few weeks. It all went south at that arson's place. Him, that pup, and that harlot. I wish the water would take them away. They didn't deserve to be brought here with others. No, no, no. The underground tunnels call me again. Every time I go to sleep, I wake up in the caves. Yesterday, I woke with an obsidian shard in my hand and absolutely no memory of it. Tonight, the caves will call me again. What I have witnessed in my dreams is horrific, but I cannot resist.
They modified the gallery and watchroom. Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint. Hold on. We need a plan.
Mad cultists. Ancient ritual.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Follow the sabotage plan. We must destroy the Khalid lenses at the base of the lantern as depicted on the blueprint. In order to achieve this, each lens must be targeted by 2 beams emitters simultaneously and then manually shattered using the obsidian dagger. We may need to work separately as Rochester and his servants will be trying to protect the lenses. Alright, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna order food soon, probably. Alright. Let's destroy this fucker.
Sights. Had I known where this
We have a
case would
plan.
lead, I would never have brought you to see Stenton. Tell me you have a plan.
Of course I have a plan. I'm fucking Sherlock Holmes.
We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this
He
will
worries
all
like
come
every
right?
5 seconds about
If our
everything.
future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you, another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
Guys are assholes being in my way.
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps, tell me.
Ah! There is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad. You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors lick their lips in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
ah!
Quick time events. Cool. That'd be good. Well, that's some fucking shit, isn't it? My biggest hope is that this is not time-based, because if it is, I might be a little fucked. Clearly, but where the fuck is it? Holmes. I can't change clothes. Of course you can't. They need to work separately. Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
It's completely broken. Mentioned this could prove useful.
What is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn, that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many.
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no. You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew. He reached heights no man had ever reached. One must imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined. Surely you understand. It was for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
I'm afraid that it will cost me my sanity, much as it has cost you yours.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is, and one's willingness to accept it.
Okay.
believe it. That a god arises from below that the world shall end.
There is only nothingness. Only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You've drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, a bad reaction. Oh, you're one of my cross agents. Yes. This has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course. I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Now, Holmes! Now is the moment! You know it in your heart! Say it! Say it!
It's an illusion. A delusion. I am mad. Become my mother.
Oh, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion. But no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
Oh shit.
You truly believe it? Oh,
when you now hope.
It's real. All of it. It's real. Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah! No! Curse you! Oh, Great One, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different. But the gods laugh at man's arrogance.
Sherlock, come back down! The wave!
Holy crap.
Come with us! Turn yourself in, save yourself!
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall.
Sherlock, please! Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach!
No! God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
Apologies, did I rouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should you need me.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords with your memory. There are moments in our journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No.
Pardon me?
Do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. I would give for a dreamless night.
It's going to be all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
It will help you rest.
No, not that. No. I say, Watson, would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.